am I doing math with commercial vehicles? I got to do some, but I got pretty strong struts. Are there any semi drivers in here? Okay. What's the max load in Ohio?
No.
80,000 with the exception of what? The Turnpike. Because they'll pull triples, won't they? I don't know what the max is on the Turnpike, do you? That's, is it still only 80?
80,000.
But they pull triples?
Yeah. The only way you can get around is if a heavy size load or oversized.
Right, your special hauls, your
big
big crane stuff. Yeah, they've got state highway patrolmen.
Correct.
And
Correct.
yeah, I was
you got all the tires when you got them 86 wheelers going down the road. Your max, I think, is 160.
160. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about semi trailers. What is the average weight of a semi trailer? 15,000 pounds. I'm dumb fireman Scott. I like to work in round numbers. The average trailer is 15,000 pounds. The average tractor is 20,000 pounds. Can you think of a case where we're going to lift an entire trailer?
No.
So we look at those numbers and we use what's called a half coefficient. So if I'm going to lift this semi-trailer and it's 15,000 pounds, cut that in half. Now that's empty, right? So I'm only lifting 7,500. I've got 18,000 pound struts. Am I okay? I'm good. If I'm lifting that tractor that weighs 20, am I lifting that whole tractor?
No.
No, I'm not. I'm lifting either the front half or the back half. Well, we know that the front half of that tractor is the heaviest, but it's still not 20,000 pounds, is it? So I'm going to half coefficient that 20. So I'm only lifting 10. Okay? So I'm not going to get real hung up. Sorry, I'm fighting a cold. I'm not going to get hung up on my weights and my struts unless that semi-trailer's loaded. And I may have to do some math. Is that our rotator operator? That one right there, or the one in the rotator? Oh, find out. All right. Okay. Our rescue jack struts that we're using today. 45 to 60. Everybody say 45 to 60. 45 to 60. 45 degrees to 60 degrees is what we set our struts at. Okay? On passenger vehicles, am I getting a friggin' angle finder out to make sure my struts match? No, I am not. Why don't we want to go beyond 60? Because we will lose lateral stabilization, right? If we go beyond 45, we're putting too much lateral force. So we want to set our struts at 45 to 60. Now, if I'm dealing with a passenger vehicle, I can have a strut at 60 and a strut at 45, I don't care. But when I'm lifting commercial, I'm going to have a commander standing back there. Those angles got to be dialed in. They at least need to match, okay? Those angles need to match. If I have a 2x4 box, and I put 1,000 pounds on that box, is that 1,000 pounds going to snap that 2x4? Can that box also shift this way or that way? Now, if I have a 2x4 triangle, and I put 1,000 pounds on it, it may break the triangle, but is that triangle going to shift? So when I'm stabilizing and lifting, I'm looking for triangles, okay? There is one caveat to our struts. Rescue jacks have what's called lifting struts. We can set those at 80 to 90 degrees. But if we're going to set two struts at 80 to 90 degrees, what do you think we have to have with those two struts? Two stabilizing struts sitting at 45 to 60. We're going to do that. We're going to set some 80, 90 degree struts for lifting, but we've got to chase with some stabilizing struts. Okay? See if I rotate it back there. wheel top is your rotator operator. Is your best asset that you have on this scene. What?
Ours is a 50-ton rotator, which they call the sliding rotator, which means the boom can slide and rotate 360. Ours has 40,000 pound inches, 20,000 pound auxiliary inches, and with a 50-ton rating, kind of a relative term, that's 50-ton rating, boom all the way, stood up, all the way some big. Obviously, the more you can tell, further away gets the truck, lower the capacity that we can, handle. So, yeah. Long we have to get the truck into position. There's not too much that we can't do, but, so,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? Anything at all? All right, let's go around the other side, guys.
Okay, setting up the other rotator on the other end of the house. Remember, this isn't hooked to that.
Correct.
Guys, one thing you met, Kyle, Kane, the guy that's going to be running our other rotator for Madison Towing, was actually, has anybody seen pictures from that pile up on the Turnpike?
Some.
So Kane was actually the rotator operator that was sitting on the overpass lifting. He was actually the first person on scene because he wasn't far from there when it went out. So 23 years old, 25 years old, and he's was lifting commercial loads off of the top of that overpass. So these guys know exactly what they're doing. I just telling them Kane was the one lifting with that rotator out there.
Yeah.
On that overpass.
All right, let's walk on around here, fellas. Okay. So here we pull up to this. When I look at something like this, I start from the ground up. This is my most stable load.
This group 4?
No, this is 6. So you're gonna be in the next group down there.
Well, they said I could pick any group. I said 4.
Oh, you can stay with us.
You didn't touch the cars on the ground. Okay? Is my trailer fully stable? Well, right now it is. I've got a couple cars under it. But it's a fairly stable load. What's my most unstable load? That car, what else? This semi. I see that? So, on a scene like this, you're going to have EMS there. And it's going to be triage driven somewhat from an EMS standpoint. But somewhat it's going to be triage driven because if you've got a critical patient in that red car, you're not getting to them right away. You're just not. All right? Pluck your critical patients and do your triage, and your walking wounded, get them the hell out of there. On these exterior vehicles, get them out. All right? Just get them out of the equation. So, how do you guys want to tackle this? We've got a victim in that car. We've got a victim in that car. Any ideas? Throw them out.
Definitely lifting airbags.
Stabilize and lift there. Okay. We got to get to the semi to lift it. Everybody come around here.
They're simulating the Turnpike pile.
Oh, okay.
So if we look at this semi trailer, we've got two cars under that side, right? So do we want to lift the ass into the trailer, or do we want to lift the trailer this way?
Can you ask that question again? Half the
We've got
group's
two
up on
cars
the...
under this side of the trailer. Everybody come on around. We want to lift that trailer from the ass end, and we got a car underneath the front of it, don't we? Imagine how much we're going to have to lift that to free that car up. Or can we just lift that car and then go that way? Are we still using a half coefficient? Right. We're only lifting that half, right? So I would tackle that by lifting that half of the trailer. But can you even get in there and do a lift right now? You can't. That's where your rotators are going to come into play. You'd be like, dude, we got to get this other crap out of here so we can get to that trailer. Okay? All right. Go back around.
Take the shortcut.
Everybody over there by Travis.
Who's ever worked with Rescue Jack? Pretty familiar with them? The new Super X is very similar to the Veritech Super X. Again, the pin on the side is just a keeper pin. It doesn't carry any of the load. Put it on, just let it lock in there, and be able to move it around. Again, just simple in and out movement, spin the collar, set your length, how you need to do that. The other collar that's on here is the lifting collar. So down below you'll see this. That's where the actual jack will sit on there. It goes into this groove here and then you can lift. So again, that'll give you 6,000 pounds of lift. So once I put that on there, no matter what I'm doing, I can only lift about 6,000 pounds. Again, the stabilization aspects, you can use this inverted if need be, and still lift it. Heads you can put on either end. Again, you don't have any of the wide bases, do you? No. Again, so on the base head here, again, you can attach one here, or nail, whatever you want to call them, and or your ratchet strap. We do have pickets and everything here as well. The only difference is I have a set of Apex strips from Rescue Jack. It's a little bit less capacity. We're down to about the 14,000 pound range, and the base is attached to the strap itself, so there's no pain in that. You can just use the top swivel, chain grab. So if you do a basket sling or anything like that, you can lift it with it as well. Again, that's pretty much it on the strap. It's a pretty simple strap. Like I said, slide it out, turn the collar, and set it. That's the beauty of as you lift, you'll be able to tap your load. So as far as cribbing and stacks go like that, you have enough strap. Go and get a bunch of cribbing. But I know most people probably don't carry enough cribbing to even think about normal seam, let alone something like this. We have all kinds of chain, J-hooks, grab hooks, whatever you need. Ratchet straps, again, 3,300 pound worth of road limits. Think about all that. Everything's tagged. Again, like Scott was saying earlier, passenger vehicles, things like that, it doesn't really matter when you're looking at the weights of the equipment we're using today. You get into these heavy commercials and different things like that. That's what things stuff to go inside there. At least trying to stay inside that range.
Everybody come up here close, please. One thing to keep in mind today, you use this chain cluster. I see that link? You see a weld in that link. There's no weld. You see a weld in that link. You see a weld in that link. So when you go to hook chain or straps to these chain clusters, this is called the master link. You hook into the master link, not a link with the weld. Okay? Count off by two.
One other thing I didn't hit. Extensions. Same with the fair tech. 2 extensions are 3 feet. So I think all we have is 12-inch extensions right now. So at the max, we're only going to be able to put 2 of these on. So 2 extensions, 3 feet max.
Okay. Count off by twos. Louder.
1, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right. Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
If I get shoulder to shoulder.
Wow.
Now we'll count off by two.
Two.
1.
2.
One's over here at the black semi, the Western Star. Two's over at the other semi with Ben and Travis. Okay. If this load's going to move, which ways are going to move immediately?
Forward.
That way? So how do we counteract that real quick? Big step chocks. Boom. Go ahead and do it. Get the other side too. Somebody crawl in there. Right over there. Okay. Fine. Where you at it? Yep. Somebody grab a step chop. Somebody hitting the step chop from the other side. Yeah, you can throw it under. So does everybody agree we're going to lift this, right? Then we can extricate that car, can't we? Okay. Now, the rotator is slinging it from a safety standpoint. He's going to chase while we lift. He's just there in case, oh shit, all right? He's not doing the lift, we are doing the lift, okay? But everybody, so everybody understands, he slings that thing, don't get your struts out. Let him lift. You good over there? All right, there's no place to put a chalk, is there? Somebody over there?
Not anymore.
All right, no problem. The other car's holding it. So what we want to do is we want to lift this, right? Every load has a pivot point. Every load has a lift point. We don't need to lift the front, do we? We need to lift the ass end off that car. Are there any victims in this?
No.
Has anybody looked? So, what we're going to do here is we're going to take 4 struts. We're going to do what's called a basket lift. We're going to sling the frame of that semi with, we'll walk over here to the struts. Short struts, a chain, about 3 or 4 ratchet straps. Make sure there's a head and a base on each strut. Let's take them over there. Go ahead.
I think we got 3 shorts. Pulling the one.
Here, hold this.
We got 3 shorts and this is the long.
This one's a long. We need a platform for this.
Yeah, we need a.
Here, I'll hold this.
So, here's the plan. When I go to lift, I always think in my mind, max lift. I don't want my strut played halfway out and go through. I've lost half my throw, right? We're gonna take these 2 long struts, grab that. Got another long one? Yeah. Set them right in here. At almost 80 degrees, we're going to basket that frame with the chain. We're going to set another strut on the other side. So take the other long strut to the other side and put a head on it, please.
Yep, we're getting one.
Okay? And grab a chain. You got a chain? Okay.
Okay, let's go to the other side. Excuse me.
With those. We're not lifting with those, we're just going to dial the collars up and be lifted. Those struts are going to be hobbled together. With how many? We're looking at a commercial load, right? Ratchet straps are 3,300 pounds. That's the weakest part. We can hook 3 ratchet straps, or we can move up to chain if we have to. All right? So these 2 struts are going to mirror each other right across the short ones. The short ones. That is a. Yeah, we need a long one here. We need a long one on the other side.
I don't think we can get.
One here. And
I don't think we
on
can
the
get
other side.
one over here.
Be a pretty extreme angle.
You're going to have that almost vertical. We're going to basket it.
Yeah, I
We're
don't.
going to chain through them. We're going to go over that drive shaft. All right?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
A little bit more.
What was his name?
Where's your chain?
Scott.
Slide past you guys.
Put the
Yeah.
chain in there. Go over the drive shaft. Go see the drive shaft.
I'm gonna go over it.
Another set of eyes.
I don't know if we can get the angle here.
That's all right. We can, nope, we can't. Okay. Well, we're going to try to lift it like this. We're going to attempt it. But we're playing out of half this strut, aren't we? We need to make it longer, don't we? What do you need to get?
Extension.
Go get an extension. Then he's going to hand you the chain. You're going to sling the chain to his head. And he's going over the drive shaft.
Ain't no way I can reach that. Oh, I can't. Pull it back and sling it again.
Here. Yep. As soon as it gets the extension over here.
Grab two just in case.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, we'll dial the black collar down so that engages. The black collar, there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
there we go.
Now put the head on it. I just take it on in there and bring the base in. Clear the car. Clear the car. Set the base flat. Yep.
Okay.
And we want all the slack out of that, as much as possible. Okay. Now, how you guys doing up there? Doing good?
Put my third strap on.
Okay, good. All right. So, we're gonna dial this black collar down. Everybody come around here. Good? Okay. What's everybody see right there?
This is just
Triangle, right? That's a triangle. Okay? Let's keep lifting the semi. You guys lift the semi with those struts. We're literally dialing this color. Shutting the strut up over the front. Okay. That brings the coordinate component that we're going to use.
See if you can grab that chain. See all that slack in that chain? We need to get that slack out. Choke it up a little bit. Yeah. If I take my foot off of this, it's going to fall over. Plus, you're 6 inches taller than I am. That's better than it
I
was.
was going on that strut. Okay.
Let's do this. Move those struts back here. We're going to have to set that one at an angle. We're still not going to be able to turn the damn thing. Son of a bitch. So, what do we do now? Let's take our stabilization strut back here, put our lifting strut up there. Did I see that? You can. We might be able to flip it and see if we can. See if we go ahead and just flip that upside down. Put the handle on the bottom. Bingo. Okay. All right.
I like these. The concept is very simple.
You guys good?
I think
Okay.
so.
Good.
Everybody come here. Everybody.
I can't leave, or it's gonna fall over. Step over.
Chief? Alright. That's one to kick out, right?
Yeah.
How can we counteract that?
Chain it.
Let's strap those two struts together.
Yeah.
Alright? But we got a rescue boss. This is gonna be right strut. It's gonna be left strut. Do we want to right this load if at all possible? We can, and how can we do it? Just lift on this side, right? That's your man right there. Chief is going to stand back here. He's going to watch that load.
We're working on a victim on the car in front of us. We just need to find out what you guys are doing with this rig.
We're going to lift this so we can extricate this car.
Okay, so you're lifting up the back end of this, so we just have to watch out for your front end that's up against our car.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
If you could just send somebody over to let us know before you start lifting so we make sure our guys are clear.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right. So let's grab a couple ratchet straps. Let's attach those two lift struts together.
Front axle of this car is right where our straps need to be.
That's all right. Go behind the wheels or in front. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
What? What? You know, we'll see. You want one? You want one?
They asked, so I
So it
figured
doesn't
I'd
shift
check
when you
with
guys
you.
are lifted. I mean, what do you think? Hey, you're the pros at it. See? I'll defer to those freaking guys. I will, man.
What'd you say your name was again?
Scott.
Scott. Okay. Now, on a scene, if we had the ability, once you got this up off this car, would you drag this car out from
Hell
under there?
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what these guys can do.
Okay.
Yep. So just go behind the wheels if you have to, but go on the ground.
Well, we're going to pull the car out. That's going to around the wheel. Where do you want to go?
Just go behind the wheel.
Car's on the ground.
What?
Car's on the ground on this side.
What about picket?
Yeah, they can get a strap on up there. Get a picket or something. Wherever you can keep the rope. Take it around the back. In other words, use that gap and slide it forward.
Your tow operator's got a long pole in his hand. Hey, get that pole that operator had. Slide it underneath there so we can grab this strap. There you go. You may have to come back here. Car might be off the ground back here farther.
We have to strap rigged up back here.
Back here, right in front of the back tire.
Yeah.
You through over there?
Keep pushing.
You're gonna have something to feed it through, fellas.
Come back. We got the strap back here. Back here? Yeah, right in front back there.
Got it over there?
Hey, let's go over the hood. I want to try it. See if it works. Hang on.
We're gonna go over the hood.
Plan B.
You can see it now.
Never push a bad plan A very long. Go to plan B immediately.
Yep.
So were you at that wreck?
Yeah. Yep.
What was the temperature?
Something cold.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like on the south side of the eastbound.
Yeah.
Underneath that underpass.
I got a lot of respect for you guys. I watched the state troopers body cam video that was released.
Yeah.
My God,
Your adrenaline was pumping, so you really didn't feel the cold until about an hour, 3 or 4. And then it started setting in. It was bad.
In?
Learned a lot from it, that's for sure.
I bet. But you know, I never thought about that until you guys mentioned what was one of the biggest advantages, battery powered tools. Because you're right.
Yeah,
We don't have battery powered tools. We have 100 feet of hydraulic cable, but we could not have gotten our rescue truck close enough to be effective.
What will derail an auto accident? Older guy, come on. Miss Jackson. Rolling Stones album. Big ass mouth with the tongue coming out, right? That's Mick Jagger's mouth. Mick Jagger's mouth, tongue's coming through. That's it. Right?
The only disadvantage of running that strap over top is we're not going to be able to pull this car out from underneath there when we get the truck raised. It's going to keep that from happening.
Yeah, we will. Tighten it on your
So you have
side.
to do your extrication with the car in place. Yeah.
Just be cautious when you guys are working around now. You got one of the cables holding the front of that on the other side.
Okay.
You got it coned off and everything, but just keeping that front from moving.
Okay.
But you're in charge, so I wanted you to I wanted you to know about it.
I appreciate that.
Yep. Yeah, I'd rather you kind of know about that.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of shit right here. We didn't on the Turnpike.
Well, you had to do what you had to do. It wasn't a training exercise.
No. I heard a guy on the other group complain that this is overkill. Said you were not on the call. This definitely ain't no overkill. While you're in advance.
Yep.
It was fun setting it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's try to lift it.
You guys ready?
Float, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do.
Hold up, we're still adjusting over here on the left. You guys ready on this side? You guys ready?
The chain's not taut. It's up, so we gotta get that secured first.
Okay. So you still got slack?
Better now. Alright. Once you gotta go all three, you're standing up if you want to talk. Stand up, stand up. That thing starts to shift all that way. What do we holler? Stop. Okay, ready, Chief?
You ready? All right, start cranking until we get the slack out of the chain.
Yeah. What do you say about putting a black one underneath the stabilizer?
What?
Black one underneath the stabilizer? What black one?
Yeah, you could. With it being that soft? Yeah. Can they make a bigger base plate? I just don't have it. Yeah. All the slack out of chain? We're going to turn it back down. Boss, we're going to take it back down.
Okay. All right. The right side is out of jack.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to let it back down and pull your slack out of your chain. Rehook.
You don't have to let it down. Okay? That's the beauty of this. The silver collar captures the load. All you have to do is let the jack back down, but the load will not come down.
Okay. Okay.
I agree.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
He said you don't have to let the jack down.
Somebody come around here.
So the aluminum collar, if you screw it down, that can capture the load and hold it there while you just let your jack down enough to rehook your chain. Although, boy, I don't know the way it's wedged against there.
Well, the problem is it's not wedged.
What's that?
Talking this here, we can't bring that back down without. All the way up to these. If we were going to try to put a different size jack in, we could.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me look at the other side and see if they're in the same situation. Hey Scott.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to look at this other side. They're in a whole different situation over there.
Okay.
Their jack is wedged up against the frame.
It's not wedged. Oh, they're good.
We had it taut and then they loosened it up over here
Right.
again. So
Well, this has been a challenge, man, because they're struggling over there.
we need to bring it back down so we can get more tension back on that.
Yeah,
and we
so
get more lift.
what you have to do is, while you lift, here's the beauty of this system. Capture the progress with this. Now, take the jack down, the strut has to work.
Well, yeah. But when we reduce this
Yes,
down, we can't
so-
get up in here underneath.
No,
That's
you
the
can, you can turn that jack down. Don't let it fall on your head. Okay? All right, take that out.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Oh.
Makes
Well,
sense?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah. We've never worked with.
What?
Are we hooked over there?
Yeah, we're hooked. Did you put that other extension on?
Yeah.
Take it into the vehicle. See what happens.
Yeah. We only have stabilizing jacks, not lifting jacks.
Right. There you go. Put your jack back in. Good. Okay.
All right. All right. Yeah. Keep cranking until it comes up taut.
max lift. You don't need to be that tall. Take that out. Yep. Just watch that, Jack. The whole thing. Just, yep. Lots. Don't tighten up the chain here. Pull that all the way down. It's not done yet. Lift up on it, spin the collar. Lift up on the red. Yep. Just much faster. Good. Okay. Now, take the slack out. Take it right towards the semi. Good. All right, let's give that a shot. Okay?
All right, they're hooked up over on the other side now.
Ready to go.
You're taut? You're taut and you still have jack left? Chain tight now?
Tight, good. All right. Go ahead, Chief.
All right, let's go ahead. Chain's tight. Let's go ahead and crank. What's that? The chain's loose?
Move our chains. You guys got a workspace like the brain. What do you say? Move our chains. They're getting bound up on our chains. We move our chains, that way they're just working on the frame. So, everybody come over here except you guys there. You're good. Are we running into issues with this collar being against this chain and stuff like that? The beauty of this system is it can be completely inverted. Put the lift jack down there. Okay? So, let's take these back down.
Okay.
I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Everybody can see it on this side.
That gets all that congestion out of there and moves
Exactly.
it. Moves it down below
Exactly.
your load.
We'll take this out. We're going to hook our chain. Somebody unhook that ratchet strap. Have them break it loose over there.
Hey, break the ratchet over there.
Okay, peel this out.
What's that?
Just peel this whole thing out. Take this off. Somebody hold that.
Let me hold
That up.
You gotta take that foot off.
So about right there. Take the silver one up. Pull that pin. Make sure we're hooked. Yep. Now, does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Just put the
Makes a
jack
lot of
down there.
sense.
Okay. There you go. I'll have them do it on the other side. We'll come over there and show you what we're gonna do.
Get it closer with the ratchet. Look back up.
Go.
I can't believe you guys didn't think of that. Come on. You act like you've never worked with these jacks before.
Not this exact brand.
Yeah.
The one instructor back here asked if you got so many people in a tight area, have them go on the other side of this, just in case something happens, so it's not so tight in here.
Once we start lifting, most of these people will be back out. We were just observing this operation
He
here.
just came over and said something to me, so
Yeah. Well, he's a true safety officer.
I just passed on the information.
Yeah.
I didn't think it-
I'm gonna get out of here.
You're good now.
Take the head off that end. Put that in. Okay. Good. Now, move it over. Take the head there. Here we go. Put her back in there. Hey, on your chain something.
So, how was incident command ran that day? What? How did communications run?
I know when we got there,
Was it in your jurisdiction?
no, we're mutually.
Okay.
It'd have been Groton Township, which they're just next jurisdiction north of us. They were head incident command, so I don't remember if we turned our radios and just talked around, and they kind of called the shots.
The truck first?
What's that?
Did you clear the truck first?
I cleared it before we even started.
You sure?
Yeah, he asked if there was anybody in the truck, and I said no.
Sure. Did you actually put anybody up in there to check it out?
No.
I think you might want to.
Oh, really? Did they pull something on us?
You might want to. So once we get this kind of stabilized, I would recommend.
This is unified command. Call it out.
I'm just a black hat right now.
What's that?
I said I'm just a black hat.
No,
I'm down there.
You're always a white helmet. You're always a white helmet. But I don't.
You're the rescue boss.
But I don't know if extrication is part of this scenario. I mean, this scenario may just be lifting.
It's also extrication.
Okay. Because we're gonna run out of time just doing this operation.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And we're not gonna have time to pull this out. What's that?
As soon as he gets it down, I'll say something.
All right.
I just know there might be a gun in there.
Well, pull him to the side and ask him.
So we all don't look like that.
Well, but I really think the training that we're focusing on right now is just this lifting exercise.
You know, I've showed up on department or other departments' runs.
Yeah.
They say, is there anybody in there?
No.
Stop and check. Guess somebody laying sideways in the front seat.
Because under this scenario, we have a victim in this car too.
You want to slide it, okay? Slide it, slide it. Just slide it out.
Kevin, why didn't you recommend this to begin with? Okay. All right. That sounds like an excuse, but.
Ready?
Yeah, we're ready over here.
All right. So, left strut ready. Go through your commands, Chief.
All right, Craig, till you got the slack out of the chain.
Once we get the vehicle caught, they're going to go in and check.
Okay.
let me know when it's stabilized. We got the fronts locked.
I think we're ready, Chief.
All right. Since we've got the truck stabilized now, what about patience here? Are we dealing with patience under this scenario?
We can't extricate that car till we get the semi off of it.
Have we checked the semi for victims?
That's a good question.
The semi stabilized at this point.
Yep.
Let's check the semi for any patience. A few. We've got somebody in the truck.
Okay.
So with that strap across the hood of this car, we're not going to be able to pull this out like we really want.
That strap's not hooked up right now.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
We came up with a plan B
Okay.
to keep that strut stabilized.
So under this scenario, do we want to try to pull this car out? Or are we going to have time?
I would.
What?
If you can. If you can, I would.
Okay.
You got a winch? You got a grass fighter there with a winch? Winch the damn thing out.
All right.
He was decapitated.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chief. Okay. Rotator wants to check something. Good? Okay.
All right, we're gonna start to lift, so everybody back away. All right, hold up. All right, everybody clear the truck except those involved in the jacks. All right, start lifting.
Got capture progress with the silver collar. There you go. I want 3 guys to go grab a cutter spreader ram. Struggle with your handle. Move on. Makes sense? Make sure the progress is captured. Make sure the silver collar is tight. Okay. Take the jacket. Get loose and come over. Handle on fire. That's bullshit.
Is the jack maxed out over here?
No. We're only about that far up on the jack. But our jack's not stable.
We've got it's kicking out the bottom of the jack over here.
Yeah, we could pick it down. Yep. Let's pick it.
Okay, stop lifting. The jack over on this side's kicking out at the bottom, so we're not getting anywhere. You guys could have had all these moved by now.
Oh yeah.
But that's not the training exercise that we're doing today. Everyone knows you guys can do that.
Yeah, no. I was just thinking, we're not always gonna be out. Stabilized. Should we try like tunneling to get in just to get to the patient?
Well, the plan A for this car would be to pull it out from underneath there, so we eliminate all of our risk.
Right.
But if we can't do that, then yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just throwing something out, but
Yeah. I don't know where we sit on time.
Okay. Ready, boss?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, start to crank again. What's that? It's tight? Jack's tight?
sliding.
Oh, the jack's sliding around.
Oh.
Left side, slow down a minute. Let the right side catch up. They're not able to crank as fast. You taking the slack out?
What?
Are you taking the slack out as they go?
It's taking, yeah. I'm switching
Okay.
in because once he starts going up, it's going to take slack out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just making sure I have enough. I'm not putting a lot.
Left side crank.
I'm not putting a lot, but I'm just holding it just
Yeah.
in case that thing
Yep.
would fall.
Yeah.
It may go down a little bit, but it's not going to crush me.
Yep.
the roof?
That's what we gotta watch. We could possibly airbag that without causing damage to our victims. But sometimes we don't always win, do we? They do. Does everybody understand the concept of what we tried to do here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had terrible circumstances.
It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
You guys did great, you worked through it, but at this point, your rotator is going to be 5-10 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
What I tell you, get this thing lifted. Get it off the car, please.
Don't spend an hour pushing a bad plan.
Right. Yep.
Change the
Exactly.
plan.
Yep. So, and in real life, when we go to do this, when do we get hurt tearing this crap down, right? You let the rotator pick this load up off of your gear, then you simply just pull your gear out. Do not tear your gear down. Let the rotator pick the load off your gear. So that's what we're going to do now. Then we're going to extricate this car. All right?
So, question, we're changing the wheel.
What?
We're changing the wheel over here.
Okay.
So,
the rotator's going to pick this thing up.
Okay.
And he can bring it that way. Once I trust those guys. Once this is off that car,
do we have the ability for them to lift it and swivel it away from our car with what's going on in front of the truck?
sure, if he can.
Okay.
But if he lifts it up, am I confident in his rigging that I'll work underneath of it? I am.
Okay.
Ideally, we don't want to.
Right.
But if he can't rotate it off the load, we may have to work under it.
Okay.
All right? Rotator. Everybody get on the strut.
Yeah.
Get ready to pull your gear.
Yeah. Scott, once he picks it up and we unhook our struts, can we put our struts underneath it to stabilize and hold it while we work under it?
We can.
I'd feel better about that.
Sure. And let them know we're getting ready to pick this up. Pick the rotator. Just let them know. Whenever you're ready, boss.
I don't think he has the ability set up this close to it.
If he was set up farther away,
yeah,
he could pull it down.
I don't think he'll be able to move it
No problem.
the way he's set up. So let's just plan on him lifting. We'll stabilize and work on the car. Yeah.
Go for it, boss. Higher. Way off of it. Everybody see that suspension growing?
Work on getting that stabilizer in a position where we can get it under it.
Now, I agree with Chief. Just for safety's sake, let's get 2 long struts, put 2 extensions on it. Let's strut this load right in here. Go in that place. Now we have a rotator, get 2 struts.
the semi back down and move the semi.
Absolutely.
Too, so you can get the other vehicles almost.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, but unfortunately, the way the rotator is set up,
Right.
we can't move the
We
semi.
don't have room to.
Yeah.
Everybody feel comfortable? I feel fairly safe working under this. You got the rotator, you got 2 struts. So everybody come around here. Where's the strutter at? How do you guys get to the battery on the vehicle to DC it? No wrong answer.
Pop one.
Pop the hood.
Pop the hood. There's too much damage. What? Might have to cut through it. So we try to pop the hood, but where's our hood release? Are the airbags still live? They are. How many people have stood up at a hood latch and looked like a rock star and popped it in 30 seconds with a Halligan? How many people have stood up there for 10 minutes and looked like a complete fucking idiot?
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
Yep.
So I use what the 95 percentile rule. When I go to tackle 12 volt, I do a hinge attack. I tackle the hinges of the hood. Driver spreader. There's your spreader right in here. Hit go. There you go. Below the handle. Keep going. Ready? Good. On the other side, or here's the cutter. Please. I got a punch. Let's get rid of this glass. Good. And 5 minutes. I want to show you guys something. You can do this real quick. Who does rip and blitz? Who does fold downs? Depending on what you're doing. What's the downfall to a rip and blitz in Ohio? What's got to be super strong on the car? The rocker. You're in fucking northern Ohio. We have shit rocker. We'll show you a fold down real quick. Peel our interior trim here. Make sure we don't have an airbag cylinder. Cutter guy, come up here and give me a cut. Good. Give me a high beat cut. Is the ram over here? I need ram. Ram guy, stage its front hinges. I'm sorry, cutter guy, stage its front hinges. Spreader guy, stage its back nader. Ram. set right here. You go to B post. Fixed in right there. You go right there. Like that. Yep. Like that. Like that. Keep going. Hey, everybody's watching that point. Your job is to take resistance away. Where do we have resistance? Hinges and rotator. Hey, go. Stop. So you got resistance. You need to help him. All right, you need to help him get some outward movement. You don't have a gap yet. Spreader guy, come around here. Spreader tip there to there. Let go. Go, Ram. Just reposition, get a better bite. Yeah, behind that. Good. Okay. Stop. Okay, he's got a gap. Get this nader. Just hold up for a second. Down.
Yeah.
Any questions on that? All right, guys. Let's collapse that and mic come over. Challenge, right? I mean, I'm going to admit, I dropped the ball. I did. That was a challenge for me. It was. It's not always going to go the way we want it. Alright? What we tried to show you is this toolbox. Okay? Good instructors here, we're going to learn from everybody. Take something away from each of them. Okay? I want to thank you for your effort, your time. I think we're done, but I don't know if that air horn was for them. I got to find out. We may not be done. Okay? Let me find out. Hang out here. We may finish tearing that car apart. All right? Let me find out.
Yeah. Do I have a red light blinking?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Then yes.
See, I couldn't see the sun.
I didn't hear it turn off, but
That might be a little quicker than ripping
All right, good news. We are here till lunch.
oh, okay, double session.
So, awesome. So let's grab our spreader. Let's get rid of this door. Good. Cutter, cut that wire. Oh, I got it. Okay. So, a dash displacement. Who's heard of a blind dash? Or a no relief cut dash? Becoming more and more popular. Do you know why?
Fast.
What?
Fast.
Fast. The Mercedes S-Class A-post is 18 inches wide at the base. There is not a cutter on the planet that's making that cut without high cutting it. What is extrication about? Time and space. Time and space, time and space, time and space. So our traditional dashes, we have to cut the A-post, we got to peel the fender, we got to cut the A-post high, we got to squeeze that fender rail to allow the dash to hinge, right? So blind dashes are becoming more prevalent. But of course, once I choose my dash technique, what do you think the first thing I'm going to look at is? The rocker. If I have a shit rocker, I don't do a blind dash. Because you'll hear me use a term called pushing and posting. My post point is the rocker. My push point is the crash bar that runs from A-post to A-post. If that crash bar is stronger than that rocker, I'm not getting dash movement. Okay? So the idea of a blind dash. Come in here with the spreader. You straddle that weld seam. You blow that spreader up through the dash, catch that crash bar, shove the dash right through the windshield. Sometimes if we have an access panel, we might be able to put our eyes on something structural. If we don't have that panel, when we blow through that first time, and we don't catch that crash bar, what have we gotten out of our way? All the plastics and shit. Now we can put our eyes on the crash bar. When you get a blind dash on the first throw and it works, you look like a fucking rock star. You just do. So bring your spreaders up. You're gonna stage yourself out here. Everybody see where I'm straddling that weld seam?
What about putting a step shock under your rocker where
you'll lift the car? You will lift the car. Some type, and I'm not a physicist, but you will lift the car. So you're going to sweep up just like that. I'm going to move. Got it? Keep going. Okay, stop. Angle it. Flaps. Take note. Bring the ass in. Yeah, closer to the car. There you go. Now pick the ass end up. Pick the ass end up. Good. Right there.
But if you got a patient in there, you're not gonna let it down and take another bite.
What's that? If
you've got a patient in there, you're not gonna let it down, take another bite.
It won't bounce back that much. Thanks. Coming out of there. Did we get some movement?
Yeah, absolutely.
But did we really get what we want? You didn't quite catch it. No big deal.
Usually you only need to take the pressure off. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Another question that people ask, is the rocker and floor giving way? Might be, right? Am I making space? Am I making space?
Yeah.
If it's an EV, can the rocker and floor give way? God, no.
That's where the battery is.
No, 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 no. You will have a 4,000 degree fire within about 5 minutes. You cannot compromise the rocker of an EV. You cannot do it. Bad things will happen. Okay? All right. Let's go to the other side. 3 different guys.
What's your only dash lift of an EV?
Traditional, or you can do a blind, but your eyes are on the rocker constantly. You start to tweak it and you stop. Yep. But have you seen the rockers on EVs? Oh my God. They're like friggin' IVs.
Huh.
They're stupid strong. Yeah, they're really strong.
Because of the battery?
Yeah. Got this high strength steel box that those batteries are encased in. Yeah. Do a fold down on the other side. I'll need the spreaders and everything.
Oh.
Need a high beam cut?
Get her done.
Ram dog, you ready?
Peel and peek.
Peel and peek? Well, here's something to think about, Chief. And that's a good point. But did we peel and peek on that side?
We did.
What's on one side's on the other. Okay?
We want to create good habits.
Exactly. We always want to peel and peek. Can we cut an airbag cylinder with a hydraulic cutter?
Sure.
We can. Are you going to poop your pants when you do it? Yes, you are.
And we're only doing this because we have somebody still in the car.
Yeah. Now, can you cut an airbag cylinder with a sawzall? All day long. Why? Because we are piercing the cylinder and we are slowly releasing the pressure. We cut a cylinder, airbag cylinder with a hydraulic tool, we create a blemish. So if you have to make a cut somewhere where there is a cylinder, either cut somewhere else or get a sawzall out. Alright? Make a cut. Peel them back manually. Get rid of your weather stripping. If I got a screwdriver or anything, I got a whole truck full of tools over there. Okay. It's ram in there. Don't get speed on the door. Now, if you can't fit in there, you may have to go back here. And where's my cutter guy stationed? Right here. My spreader guy stationed back here at the nadir. Watch your post point. You can stay there, but you can't blow that through there and damage the ram. Their job is to take resistance away from you. Yep. Spreader. Set right up in there. Just like we did on the other side. Hold the ram.
You almost just use the spreader at first and spreader the one.
Well, the ram has a lot more throw than what your spreader does.
Go ram.
Right. But I mean, it always has trouble at first getting, you know, a lot of resistance at first.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just go ahead and spread
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could use your spreader to coax it to go that way, and then
Good.
Yep.
Go ram. Watch you get less deflection, right? Because you took resistance away.
that ram there that they're using has a lot more extension than what ours does.
Get on the B-post down
Because
there.
that has a second cylinder on it that telescopes out. Ours just has the single. Our next set will be like this.
That battery operating system's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
finish taking that door. Take the ram out. Okay. Good. Now we're going to do a switch tool dash on this side. 3-tool dash displacement. Okay, I got to pull out of the way. Perpendicular, just peel that fender off. Don't put it on the hinge, not underneath, perpendicular. Right here, just like to hinge. I'm a big believer in multiple tools working at once. We create this hinge point by squeezing this between the strut tower and the firewall. You're going to open up the spreader. You're going to come in here and you're going to squeeze that frame rail. While you're doing that, our cutter guy is going to give you a high A cut right here. And then we need to cut the A post, and our cutter get around that.
Yeah, most of it.
Partially. I want to show you guys another tool for your toolbox. So, let's get that squeeze. Let's peel it pink. Let's make that cut. And I'm going to show you how to tackle this. Knock that black plastic out of the way. Cutter guy, cut that A post high. Just make sure there's not a cylinder up there. Good up there? Yeah. Make that cut.
See if you can lay that seat back.
It's all high strength steel. Literally, as we're cutting
Thank you.
or shrapnel. Find your wiring harness. tips, put them right in the wiring harness. Horizontally. Hit go. Okay, now go vertically. Now here's what's cool. Everybody see the end of the wiring harness hole? We can easily do what's called a hook cut. Take your left blade, put it in the wiring harness hole, and put the front of the post. We're not pie cutting. I think that is faster than pie cutting. Cutter. Put your left blade in that hole and open all the way up. There you go. Cut it.
Red and orange car.
Thank you. Now, watch that point. But, stop for a second. Well, that's where our ram's going to slip, right? We want to capture progress. What do we capture progress with? Take our spreaders right in here. Think about the arc of our arms. Right? We used to tackle this perpendicular. We started folding this down. Well, the arms actually arc. So bring the spreader in here at an angle. Get your tips in that gap. Go ahead, Ram. Good go, spreader. Stand back and forth. Now, get deep, spreader. Get deep. Yep. Go, Ram. What's got the load?
Spreader.
One more. Go.
They're not getting any more movement
That
now.
is a shitload of dash movement.
Yep.
I will tell you, and I don't care what kind of tool you have, I'm not touting first. If you are not using a telescoping ram today to make space, you're doing it wrong. Okay? The ram is the ultimate space maker. If I have a victim in the front of this car, and I'm really concerned about their C-spine, alright? Take the ram, set it here, go right to there. Great job, guys. Any questions? Okay. Okay. Let's reset. Let's take all of our gear Back over to the cart. We're going to reset.
Hey, before we take the struts out, there's guys up in front on top of the cars up there. So before we go moving this, we need to make sure they're clear.
Well, he's got the load. All we should be able to do is dial the struts down, right? Yep. Dial the struts down.
GoPro, stop recording. You guys save anybody?
What's that?
You guys save anybody?
Well, I didn't.
Sealed out in the roof.